Hello and welcome to week 4 of the series on being present. And this week we explore the heart. We'll continue exploring the heart next week, but from a different perspective. Next week we'll go into more of the mystery schools' perception of the heart, or Indigenous cultures' perception of the heart as a sacred space. This week I'm going to explore it from a more biological and scientific point of view and the remarkable discoveries that have been made in more recent years as to what exactly is within our heart and how it benefits our body when we focus here. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with a technique called HeartMath breathing or a meditation within the heart, I'd recommend you find a HeartMath meditation. On this channel, on my channel, I have 2 HeartMath meditations, so seek them out at another time, because I'm not going to go into the full HeartMath meditation in this video. I'm just going to go through some of the facts around the heart and a couple of small exercises, just to give you a little taste of what it is or what it's like to go into the heart. Now, our heart is remarkable. It can work fairly well with no intervention for about 100 years. If we take care of it. However, most of us don't take care of it fully. And much of the cutting edge knowledge we now have about the heart comes from, of course, the HeartMath Institute, who for 30 years have been researching what the heart is and how it benefits us. They've researched heart health itself and how we can increase the health of our heart. And through their work, they've also discovered not only that it can combat depression and anxiety, but it has remarkable benefits on so many aspects of our health and our well-being in itself. One of the major discoveries they've made within the past few decades is that within the heart itself are about 40,000 sensory neurite cells. These are the same cells that we find within the brain. So what that means is that within the heart, we actually have a small brain. The heart functions as a separate mind or brain to the brain itself. What they also found is that the heart sends more information to the brain than it receives from the brain. So our heart, as often has been said, is the seat of our wisdom. Now, amongst many pieces of information that the heart sends to the brain, or among the many functions between the heart and the brain, is that the heart sends signals to our amygdala, the part of our brain called the amygdala. And this is the emotional processing part of our mind. It also sends signals to the thalamus, which regulates consciousness, our sleep and mental alertness. So when our heart is in a calmer space, we affect all of this. We affect our ability to be harmonized emotionally. We affect our very consciousness. We're more alert, our brain functions better, and we sleep better. And this is just a few of the benefits of focusing on the heart. Now, before we go any further, let's do a short exercise. So just as you make sure you're comfortable, let your eyes close. So just getting into a comfortable position, back straight, arms and legs uncrossed, feet on the floor. And allow your eyes to close. And bring your attention down into the heart. Now you can just do this through either putting a hand on the heart to physically take you into this part of the body, or just take your focus of attention here. And as you breathe, breathe in and out of the heart itself. Imagine that your breath is centered here. Breathe into the heart, breathe out of the heart. Just bringing all of your attention down into your heart, resting here. There's nothing else you have to do right now, and focus upon the heart. Breathing in and breathing out. Perhaps having the thought that that spark of consciousness that is you has travelled down from the head all the way down into your heart. You've let go of the mind, the workings of the mind, and are just resting here. And in a second or two, you're going to come back and you're going to open your eyes, but as much as possible, see if you can remain within your heart. You may like to sit with your hand on your heart and just check in here every minute or two. So now, in your own time, when it's comfortable to do so, let your eyes open. And how do you feel after doing this? Has your state changed? Has the mind calmed a little? Okay, and this very simple exercise with doing nothing else, not full HeartMath breathing or meditation, just bringing our attention down into the heart. If we did this several times a day, it would make quite a difference. In my case, I apologise for my voice. I've got a very strained throat at the moment due to some work I was doing earlier. And there'll be just discomfort here. So perhaps if I'd done more of this, that wouldn't be here. Okay. So what I'd like to talk about next is what's known as coherence. And coherence is a state between mind and heart that spreads through our whole body, that brings in harmony between the heart, the mind, the body. And when we focus on the heart and do this deeper level of relaxation, what happens is that our brain waves, we have several different brain waves, they harmonize. They can be all over the place most of the time, but they begin to harmonize. And we do this from a heart perspective, and the effect this has on the rest of our body can be quite astonishing. So the state of heart-brain coherence is a healthy, measurable, there's monitors that will measure how much coherence we're actually in. It's a healthy, measurable state of harmonization between the heart, mind, and our emotions. When we practice coherence through heart-based breathing, it can become a state of cooperation and stability within our whole being that, practiced regularly, can lead to increased mental function and clarity of thought, the ability to focus, have bigger picture thinking, improved reaction times, increased health and faster recovery from sickness or disease, uplifting and restorative emotional states, and the increased ability to discern and make choices and decisions from a calm, clear place. We tap into our innate wisdom within the heart of trying, and instead of trying to figure things out from a left brain perspective that can become stressed, out of control and confused. So when we're in coherence, we're able to tap into higher and more positive emotional states, which of course not just leads to increased well-being and the ability to overcome distress, but it can lead to higher performance states and the confidence to follow through on decisions. Our relationships will also improve as we become more harmonious and therefore peaceful. And one of the ways in which we influence how others feel around us and towards us when we're with them, how they react to us in our presence, is through the electromagnetic field that surrounds the heart. Now, this field is composed of electromagnetic frequencies, and it's in the shape of a torus. Everything in nature has a toroidal field. It's like a giant donut-like field of energy that pours into something and back out, one continuous flowing hole in this torus shape. And the toroidal field around the heart has been found to be about up to 5,000 times stronger than that of the toroidal field around the brain. In fact, it's the biggest torus in the body. And when we increase this field through HeartMath breathing, it will surround our whole body. And you can feel quite nurtured and protected within it when you strengthen this field. So when we entrain ourselves to strengthen the heart field, become more coherent and peaceful, it's not only beneficial to you, and as I've mentioned, it improves relationships around you, but you'll find that people will treat you more calmly and possibly with more respect as well. So HeartMath breathing is a very simple technique to practice, and just 15 minutes a day is enough to make huge differences within you. And if you find that you are pushed for time, you could always practice it when you're lying in bed at night or when you wake up in the morning, or just those few seconds of check-in during the day. You could set intention alarms on your phone, post-it notes around the house, just to remind you to breathe into the heart. Look at the world from a heart-based perspective. Looking at the world from within the heart, as I've already mentioned, it will lead to clearer, calmer choices and decisions. But we tap into this innate knowing or intuition, which is something I'll talk about more next week. So in this video, we're focusing more on emotional, mental, and physical well-being. So let's do another exercise. And this is attitude breathing, and it's another exercise from the HeartMath Institute itself, and it's about shifting from one state to another. So once more, letting your eyes close, making sure your body is comfortable, straight. Take a deep breath in and out. And think about something that has bothered you today, or perhaps yesterday. Breathe into that. Allow whatever's there to be there with acceptance. And now bring your attention into the heart. Again, placing your hand here, or just bringing your focus of attention down into the heart, as if a part of your consciousness that's within the mind usually is dropping or flowing down from the head all the way down into your heart. As if you would look out on the world from the heart. And as you think about this thing that's bothered you, again, breathing into it from the heart, what would you rather feel instead? And allow your heart and the heart-based intuition to come up with the answer. And as this new quality comes to you, whether it be peace, kindness, acceptance, joy, bring this new quality into your heart. Say that word to yourself. Just think that word, picture that word in your mind, If any pictures or memories come to mind, use that as well. Say that word as you breathe in and as you breathe out. You're breathing that quality in and out of the heart. You could imagine that as you breathe in, you're anchoring it within the heart. As you breathe out, you expand that quality through your body and into the field around your body. And if feelings that are the opposite to this positive quality come up, that's okay. Breathe through them. Just accept that they're surfacing. Breathe through them. Allow them to be there and release. And just come back to this positive quality. You might like to take this further by affirming this. For instance, if it's peace you wish to feel, say, I am peace. I am peace. As you breathe in, I have peace. As you breathe out, I am peace. I am peaceful. Whatever feels good or feels right to you. And just continue to breathe this positive quality in and out of your heart, through your body, through your mind, informing or reprogramming your mind that this is who you are and how you want to feel, how you want to think. You simply do this exercise until you feel a shift in a positive direction. So just continue to breathe through the heart with this positive quality. And I'll just end by telling you a little more about the benefits, or recapping the benefits of HeartMath breathing. Breathing into and through the heart taps into the truth of your intuition, your innate knowing about self and life. Decisions become easier as you trust your inner guidance. There's a deeper connection to yourself, to knowing yourself. And when you know yourself, you foster the ability to be authentic in all walks of life. Your well-being improves, your health improves. There's a deeper connection to acceptance and knowledge of what's going on in your feelings and your psyche. You can connect more fully and discover what you truly desire in your life. If you wish to make positive affirmations, 10 heartfelt, heart-based affirmations are more powerful than 1,000 affirmations recited from the left brain. Practicing heart-brain coherence regularly will improve your immunity, heart health. It slows aging by raising the levels of the anti-aging hormone DHEA. It upgrades and switches on higher DNA and gene expression. And of course, it switches on the parasympathetic nervous response, which is the rest and repair, the digest and heal function of the body. It creates greater strength and resilience within ourselves and our mental and emotional patterns, our etheric systems, the way we react to life. It improves heart rate variability for longevity and health, and of course heart health. It increases calm and mental clarity during highly stressful situations. And it can dissolve issues or help to dissolve or at least manage issues such as anger management difficulties, anxiety, tension, depression. It's a remarkable technique and one that I highly recommend you bringing in as a regular part of your life. So I'll just leave you now to quietly come out of this HeartMath state change by yourself. And I'll see you next week, and thank you for joining me today.